Now, we were talking, your view, the Spirit of the Father is not a distinct person from the Father. The Spirit of the Father is the Father. And the word in John 1 is God's mind. That's what you said, right?
In a sense, I did.
So you're interpreting the word as not a person in fellowship with God, but as mind of God, as an idea?
Yes, I did not see it as a person.
Well, we have some problems with that because the prologue of John, when it says the word was with God, that same phrase is used elsewhere because he says in John 16, 27, 28, I have come from the Father into the world. I'm leaving the world going to the Father. You see that word to?
Yes.
To the Father? It's the same word in John 1, verses 1 and 2. When it says with God, it's pros, it's a preposition. Now, when Jesus says he's going to the Father, you believe that he's not going back as simply an idea in God's mind, but he's going there as an actual person side by side with God, right?
I believe that he is bodily going back to God.
Sure, exactly. So he's there bodily next to God the Father. John 17:5 says, the glory I had with you before the world was. So with him, alongside of him, whether on the throne or not, he's still with him. He's not him. Jesus is he bodily next to the Father. If you go to Revelation 5 and read 6 and 7, it says the Lamb, in verse 7, took the scroll out of the right hand of him who's on the throne. So obviously they're next to each other, face to face, side by side. The one sitting on the throne, who is he?
That's God.
And the Lamb who took the scroll out of the hand of God on the throne, who is he?
That's Christ.
So that's the point. Christ is there, side by side, face to face, alongside God on the same throne. The Lamb standing is not the one seated, right?
Correct.
Do you agree when Jesus says that he's leaving the world going to the Father, he went there not as an idea in the mind of God the Father, but as someone who would be actually there, as you said, bodily, next to the Father, alongside the Father in the same throne?
Yes.
But then we have a problem with your position because the first part says he came from the Father into the world, and then he's going to leave the world and go to the Father. So I want you to show me why you accept that the part of him going to the Father means he's actually going to go there bodily next to the Father. But when he comes from the Father, he wasn't there as someone who's personally distinct, but as an idea that became personal only when he entered the world. Where do you get this from?
The word there is logos, or logos, right?
And what does that mean?
To me, it means the word of God that is accurately documented.
No, because if the word of God is with God before creation, there's nothing accurately documented. There was no book before creation. John 1:3 tells you this is the beginning before the time of creation. All things were made through him.
Yes.
Nothing has been made. So there is no documentation before creation. So why did you say the word means that accurate documentation? Accurate documentation for whom? There's no one there. The word, how can it be impersonal when he's with God, not simply in God? And that term with, as I'm trying to show you from John, means to be face to face with, intimate personal relationship with. How does God have a relationship with an idea in his mind?